So, this is Leonardo AI. Very interesting that I even found about it. You get around 150 credits per day. We're gonna walk through it, but so far, in my opinion, it is probably one of the easiest and quite fast AI generation, and we're talking about art. Yes, they have a option to generate moving objects and all that, and I'll show it to you in a second. But so far, look what I generated. The prompt was DJ mixing music with a huge crowd in a club, and that actually looks really good. But here is my favorite: realistic cat holding a logic board repair. That looks very serious. Now, the kitty has special claws, I guess, here, but this looks good. So let's generate something really quick before we go anywhere else. The settings here, now that's probably the catch when it comes to the credits, because depends on the number of images you want to generate. If you go for 4 images, you will get 4 credits each spent per prompt, because it's 1 credit per image. And you can change from absolute reality to Dream Shaper. It will change the credits here, for example. It depends what you're using. You can go with Stable Diffusion. You can switch a lot of things. You can do Leonardo style. There's so many things you can change. But so far, I found that Absolute Reality was working really good. If you want to add more photorealism, you click this one here and it turns on Photoreal and Alchemy. Yes, this one will make pictures bigger and field of depth. You can go high, you can do raw mode, you click save, but it will charge you 16 credits per prompt. So that's quite a lot. But if you want to be kind of conserving those credits, you just go with a regular, like I'm doing here, either Leonardo Diffusion XL, or you can do with Absolute Reality, or if you're going for that anime look, they have the 3D anime pastel dream or 3D animation style. In this case, we're gonna just leave it at what it's at, the regular 1024-768, 3x2, and I'm gonna leave everything else normal. I'm gonna generate only 1 prompt, or 1 picture per prompt, and we're gonna put here a female singer holding a microphone while singing in Times Square, New York City. Well, let's see what it does with all these words, and you'll see how quick this is actually compared to a lot of other AIs. And boom, it's already done. This looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm saying I'm quite impressed. Now you can tune up. As you see, the mouth is not the perfect one, and what's going on with this cable here. And yes, the hands are always one of those things. But what you can do here, click this globe here, and you can refine. You can go high, and if you upscale, for example, you hit it takes 8 credits from you. Let's see what happens when we do that upscaling stuff. Really quick, it's working on it, and just wait for it to upscale and redo our image that we generated, and see how it looks when it's repaired and done. And it looks like it fixed a little bit better the fingers. As you see, the hand now looks more realistic, missing the pinky here somehow. But of course, all these AIs so far that I have seen have quite a big problem with when it comes to hands. I don't know what's about that, but the mouth has been repaired now. That looks better. The face looks better. The hair, the arm, the robe, everything looks good except the hand, but you can redo this part again if you want to. I'm not gonna do it because I don't have a lot of pixies left to do. But for example, if you generate, let's say, a super car flying over the moon and hit generate, on these now, most of the AIs are quite good. And let's see what it does. If the car has heads or tails, I don't know. You never know. And that looks really beautiful. Boom. I could definitely use this one. Now, there's imperfections on the tires. And as I said, you could click this thingy right here and you can refine it for 8 extra credits if you want to. And it will definitely repair all the small imperfections. But in my opinion, this is pretty good if you're generating things for a video or whatnot. I really like this one. Let's say, for example, a guy filming a YouTube video. Let's see what does that do. I don't know what it's gonna generate. Probably a camera somewhere because it cannot generate logos or names. Oh, look at that. A guy filming a YouTube video. Come on, tell me this is actually not usable. It's not perfect, but it's usable. Especially if you're looking for something that's not copyrighted. Well, this works in a reel, or if you're doing that as a B-roll or whatever you might be doing on a video. In my opinion, this is really, really good and really interesting. And yes, these are the ones that I already tried. For example, an asteroid hitting Earth from the sunny side. Look how beautiful that was generated. I really like it. Especially, I notice with most of these AIs, abstract pictures are much better. Somehow they're much better. Now, let me see, for example, planet Earth colliding with Saturn. Let's see what it does. If planet Earth will collide with Saturn. Wow, actually, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look that bad. If you can refine it, let me waste some more credits just so we make something better. And it will do working in there and see what it fixes, because the ring, for example, around Saturn is broken. The Earth looks like out of shape. Earth needs to go to the gym. Now the Earth has been fixed, and I like how it's the 3D clouds over. That part it got right. One thing here is the Saturn's ring, but on its defense, there is some kind of thingy here that's supposedly hitting Saturn and broke the ring, I would say here. I'm not sure. That's kind of hard to defend, but you get what I'm saying. You can run this again if you want to. You can smooth it and do all that. I'm not gonna do that part. And yes, you can do photoreal. Let me spend everything I have here now, so who cares, right? Depth of field, high, save, 16 credits now. Let me generate the same exact prompt, but now with photoreal and alchemy turned on, that will take 16 credits. Yes, you can buy more credits, you can upgrade, and in that case, yes, you can have more than one workloads going on at the same time, but in my opinion, and yes, these things reset daily. Your credits here reset every day, so every day you get a fresh set of 150 credits, which for small stuff, oh yeah, this one looks way better. That's the Earth, that's Saturn coming in collision with Earth, and it tried to do kind of the air under Saturn. Actually, this one is quite beautiful. Alchemy smooth upscale. You can click that and let's see what it does with it. Whoa, okay, now this is really beautiful. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, it's already done with that. Remove background will cost you 2 tokens. Background, so you can do a PNG image, I'm assuming. And here you can refine it for another 8. Let's see what it does when it refines from this one that, in my opinion, is nearly perfect. But let's see what happens when we refine that's something that's almost perfect already. Okay, so what are the differences here? Well, I notice here it made it like a mountain range now. Under the side, the light here, the shade is a little bit more pronounced, and the Milky Way looks a little bit better. I can see in better detail. The rings didn't really change. Yes, the roundness of planet Saturn now has changed just a little bit because it had kind of a notch here and a bump here, and those are changed. It looks much better, and the clouds are just a little bit sharper. So it did a good job. Like, I would use this as my desktop background. That's how good this one is. And yes, I am going to save it. That's a given. Of course I'm gonna save it. But yeah, so far I just wanted to share with you this Leonardo AI, if you didn't know, just so you can play around with it. And I believe it's actually a really nice tool to have in your arsenal, especially if you're making videos or artwork or just want to try some AI generation stuff. I think this is really beautiful. Yes, if you are a paid member of this society, yeah, you can do the motion part of this AI, as I told you. Let me go to motion graphics, for example. You can do this. That looks really beautiful. I gotta say, I ain't joking. Here, you can do this kind of stuff. This is really beautiful, by the way. You can make a whole kind of little animation, I guess. If you're making some kind of animation, look at that. I mean, don't look at the sword, but it looks beautiful. And let's see what happens here. Whoa. Cinematic 8K hyper-realistic stoic marble statue grease and background. In my opinion, this is a beautiful AI. I'm not gonna lie. Especially 150 credits per day that you might get for free, and you can use them as you wish. Then maybe you can upgrade and get more credits if you want to. But in my opinion, this is really, really beautiful. And with that said, link will be in the description. And we will see you next time after you like and subscribe this video and share it with somebody that you might think might benefit or might want to know about this Leonardo AI. Bye!